Yeah. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Wow. Close your mouth, you can save it without a doubt. Yeah. You won't claim it, you is a slouch. Live in your mom's basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining, stop back chasing.
Yo, what it do? What it do, fellas? How everybody been?
What's good? What's good?
Ain't nothing. B, what's good with you?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Look,
Ben, you need a hug? What you need, brother? You need a hug, man?
hugs. I learned now. I'm 50 years old. Hugs are good. Hugs are good.
You get
You
better
know what
with
I'm
age,
saying?
baby. You get better with age.
But F that. It's battle time. It's trench time. Like,
That's
yo, it's
right.
grimy time. Like, let's go.
Okay. Let's do the introduction real quick. Lifeline presents bring to you GOAT Metrics episode number 22. The title of this show is called Titles and Awards. I'm your host, Lifeline. We got Seb in the building. We got Benny
What's
Blanco in
good?
the building. We about to get straight
What
to
up?
it. We're gonna do the rundown. We're gonna bring the awards because we got a lot to talk about. The Knicks down 0-2 at home. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. That's why I ain't even got the hat on right now. Well, it ain't matching my shirt anyway. So we're gonna go to the awards real quick and we're gonna break it down, go metric style. All right. Seb, matter of fact, you got your paperwork or no?
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, because Seb and Benny, they more articulate than me. You know, I'm the older
So,
GED dude. You know what I mean?
so you say. So you say.
Yeah.
Word.
So what I want you to do, Seb, is
Uh huh.
read the the scoring, the title, the scoring title, and who got
Uh
it, and then I'm gonna add my little 2 cents in, and then you go to the next guy, to the next guy, to the next guy, and then we're gonna go to the all NBA teams, and we're not gonna just read you got your sheet printed or you got it, how you got it?
yeah. Pulled up. What we got? We got SGA MVP.
No. See, no. You ain't you ain't
From the
you ain't
top.
on it. So don't even worry
From
about
the
it. I
top.
got it, bro.
Scrolling.
Yeah, I print out a paperwork for you. I sent you the paperwork.
Oh, I didn't print it out. My
Say
bad.
less. Say less. We we
I
we
dropped
we
the
th- we
ball.
th- hey, it's all right. So we go because we run it down by titles first, then awards, because that's
Got
what
you.
holds weight. So the scoring title is SGA.
Uh
He
huh.
averaged 32.7, and runner up is Giannis. He averaged 30.4. SGA gonna get 10 points this year for the scoring title on the GOAT metric system. Then we go to the rebounding title. Sabonis, he averaged 13.9, and then Towns, the Knicks guy, averaged 12.8. He was a runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to the assist title. We got Trae Young. He averaged 11.3, and then number two, which runner-up, was Jokic. He averaged 10.2. And then a
Wow.
steals title, yeah. Then a steals title is Dyson Daniels. He averaged 3 steals per game. And then Jokic was number two
Mm.
at 1.8.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to blocks. This was different because Wemby wasn't even, I didn't even know Wemby was doing this. Wemby got the blocks title. He was averaging 3.8 per game. And then Esther was averaging 2.4. So we're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna stop it right there. Do with these titles right here, these guys went and got their points. So these guys went and got their 10 points. And that's why I say every year you able to get points on the GOAT metrics.
That's right.
Every year. They gave out 50 points for was 10 points each, but they gave for titles this year it was 50 points to be had. SGA got his 10. Trae Young y'all didn't make me an all-star. I got my 10 points. I'm the best assist guy this year. You could say who you like. I'm Trae Young. I'm the best assist guy in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Trae Young said. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Definitely.
Yeah. And now we go to MVP. We
Hold
got
on, Lifeline. I just wanted to say something before you move on. You realize Wemby only played 47 games?
yeah.
He only played 47 games. Not only did he average the highest, but he managed to get the most in the season, the most blocks.
Are you serious?
Mm,
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna check
shit.
that. I've been running behind. I was doing a lot of stuff today, man. So yeah, I was gonna check that because I just wrote down the second up guy like 9 minutes ago. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Here's the thing. The second up guy only played, I think, 55 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And managed to have, I think he had 130 on the year. And Wemby had like 160 something for the year. And they both of those guys didn't play a full season. So
That's
that lets
yeah,
crazy.
you know how hard they went on the blocks.
yeah.
That's
So it could
crazy.
have been crazy. So yeah, because if they would have played, because Wemby averaged almost like 4 blocks a game. So if he'd have
Mm-hmm.
played like 80, it would have been way higher. I dig that. So now let's go to the awards. These are the awards right now. We don't respect all awards, but we're gonna tell you our GOAT Metrics awards. These are GOAT Metric awards. We got some other ones too because the NBA got so many awards it don't make no sense. But for
Mm-hmm.
MVP, which is 5 points, they got that. Shea got it. He got the MVP. He led the league in scoring and he got the MVP. That's very fitting. Then we got Rookie of the Year. We got Stephon Castle. And Stephon Castle is the second Spurs player in 2 years to get the Rookie of the Year. I don't even know if that's been heard of before. Like back-to-back Rookie of the Years from the same team.
Did
Yeah.
Orlando do it? Orlando didn't do it.
I don't know.
With Shaq and Penny, I'm gonna look into that.
I don't know if they was that close like that. Was they
What,
right
what
behind each other?
I think they were a year apart, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Penny
okay. Well,
came
check.
in, I think, a year later.
Okay, okay. Then we got Defensive Player of the Year, which is another 5 points, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley. Then we
I'm
got,
I'm surprised at that one.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
who you would have thought?
Defensive Player of the Year
Yeah.
again, and we was talking earlier. That kid Daniels, he's hell of a defender, man. Like that's his specialty. Elite defender.
Yeah, and I get that. And it probably would have been Wemby if he'd have played the whole year.
Oh yeah, now it definitely would have been Wemby because
Right
I
If he
would
now,
have
played
went
the
that's
Wemby, Daniels, and then maybe even Giannis was my
yeah,
top
but
three.
but sometimes I think they don't want to give the same guys the same all the points, you know? But
right,
now let's
right.
go to especially when that's the only thing that's subjective when it to me because titles you earn and let's go to a quick plug for our motto like titles is earned awards is given so right now we questioning who should have got the award
Mm-hmm.
but you can't question who led the league in rebounds. You can't
That's
question
right.
it. You can't question who led the league in points, steals, and all that. Like they earned that. You can't take it, but awards is given. So now we go to the six man award. We go to Pritchard. You know what I mean? We go to Peyton Pritchard from the Celtics. And then the last award that we've recognized, even though it ain't no points, it's just Coach of the Year, Kenny Atkins. And one thing I realized is this going through a little rabbit hole, I realized that usually the coach of the year don't take his team to the finals, and if he do, they don't win it. So it's not a good thing to get coach of the year. So, so next time you get coach of the year, book your vacation.
Right.
Because you won't be playing in June. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
All
it's
right, so
not the
now,
it's not the award you want.
so now I want the feedback on this one. I want the feedback on this one because we go on all NBA first team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Giannis, Jay, Jokic, Tatum, and Mitchell. Are y'all cool with these guys being first? Or are you even cool with them being all NBA selections? No, let's say, are you cool with them being first?
I'm not cool with Donovan Mitchell.
Mm.
I felt like that should have been Brunson's spot. Like, put some respect on this dude's name.
Mm.
Like, I'm tired of it. Like I feel
Mm.
like it's the ultimate disrespect at this point. Like Brunson should have been on the first team All NBA. I don't know if it's a thing they got against Brunson or New York. Listen, Donovan Mitchell, the Cleveland did their thing. Okay, but I think that they gave that first team to Cleveland and not Donovan Mitchell because that was a Jalen Brunson. That was his spot. Everybody
Mm.
else, I'm good with.
Okay, I got you. That was a hard take right there. I'm gonna, I'm gonna
Hey,
call
look,
that hard take. You know what I mean? That
That's
was a
what's
hard
up.
because
shout out to Seven. I love it.
yeah, yeah, that was
I
rough
love it.
right there.
And
Cause I
you know what
think
I'm saying?
go ahead, Ben, what you say?
I'm always, playing reading situations and letting it be. So, I see Mitchell there and I'm like, I'm not gonna get crazy about it. He's a great player.
Hmm.
But hey, listen, big body Brunson.
That's
I've been
right.
watching him all year. He's been taking punishment all year. He keeps fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I love him.
Yeah, I'm with y'all too. I would have let it be though, but once you say that, I get it. You
Hmm.
feel me? But I would have let it be though. I would have let it be because his team, like you said, his team had the second best record in the NBA. He led them, so therefore, I probably would have recognized him being more impactful than Brunson, since Brunson team was number three. But I get it though. So now let's go to the second All NBA second team. So now we got Ant Man, King James, Curry, Mobley, and Brunson. How do you feel about them guys?
I'm good with that. Obviously the Brunson thing, but other than that, I think that's where it should have been.
Okay, okay, okay.
Um, I'm having an issue with Mobley though, man.
Mm.
I'm having an issue with Mobley because, as you can see, like where was he when when Indiana was doing, where was he? Like this is I don't know about Mobley there, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. So right now, Seb said Mitchell on the first team is questionable. And Benny's saying, are you saying Mobley is questionable for the second team or all NBA altogether?
Uh, for the second team,
Okay, I got you. I got you.
for the second team,
I got you.
um, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, I'll put Cat there.
Mm, yeah. Okay, I
Looking
got
at
you. I got you because cat numbers was eye popping too. Because he
Hmm.
averaged like 24, 24 and
listen,
12, something like that.
the
Hmm.
guy, the guy can't play defense, but he can score and he can rebound. That's a guarantee. Those are the two things he does well, and you can't
Hmm.
take it from him.
That's a fact. All right, now we're gonna go to the All NBA third team. We got Cunningham, we got Cat, our guy, we got Halliburton, Jalen Williams, and James Harden. If y'all got something to say about these guys, speak now, forever hold your peace.
I think I think the third team is probably obviously the only team they got right.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
Like
And you know
I'm good
what?
with
And there it is. That to me, the answer is there. You could have took from that second team, get Mobley out of there. You would have put Cunningham in there. Cunningham had I don't know. I don't even know how old this kid is. I don't know. He's like what, 20, 21. Took his team to the playoffs, made noise. That's what you're supposed to do. He should be there. Uh, I'm not going to talk about Halliburton right now. I'm in my feelings. I'm not touching that topic right there, yo. Uh, Jalen Williams is another guy. I would have put Jalen Williams there. He was on the team with the best record. Like,
it. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, and the thing about it is It's so many players. I'm strolling through right now, right? I'm just surprised that Jalen Williams, I'm not saying I don't respect him, but I'm looking through here right now. Okay, Jalen Williams. Okay, well he did average 21 points a game. Like I don't know much about his game like that, so I had to
Right.
really like go through him. So he did average 21. But now
Mhm.
when you look at it, do you think Jalen Brown is better? Or maybe Jalen Brown didn't play enough games to be recognized or because he didn't play 65 games. I think that's the cutoff.
Mm-hmm. That
Okay.
hurt
Yeah.
a couple of people.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then I let it go. But what about Franz Wagner? Oh, he only had 60 games. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm seeing what they doing here. Because to be honest with you, I would have put Trae Young over him.
Okay, I was about to ask, what's the disrespect with Trae Young? Because Trae Young, and I literally was looking at Trae Young's stats when you said that. This dude averaged
Man,
24 and 11. Like, what's the disrespect with Trae Young? They constantly disrespecting him. I think he's got one All NBA team.
yeah.
Well,
Go ahead,
in
son.
our case, he's a great player, but he beat us. So that's the problem here
I
on
got
this
you.
side.
I'm glad you're
But
not a voter.
but
He'd be
we
like,
do
Dylon, Dylon, Dylon,
Right.
Dylon.
we do recognize he's a really good player. That's what throws more fire into it. So
Yeah, because I think one season this dude averaged like 27 and 10 and, and like didn't make a all NBA team. Like I don't get it.
I don't understand it either. And the sad thing about it, the guys that's here need to be here. And these are
Yeah.
guys that sometimes you don't know like what goes on behind the scenes or what Trae Young might have said to an interview person or his arrogance or like you never know. And some of these guys,
Right.
that's why when it comes to awards, I don't respect it. And I don't Trey like this, man. I'm gonna speak for Trey right now. Let me move my hair around because he got like some thinning hair. Like let me move my hair around and everything and say what Trae Young gonna say. Everybody on there, matter of fact, but it's just by GOAT metrics. But the funny thing, like to get all NBA is 3 points by the GOAT metrics. I led the league in scoring, league in assists. I got 10 points. Like
Facts.
have at it, I'm not out here kissing babies and hugging old ladies, or is it
Nah,
vice versa?
facts.
I'm out
Facts.
here playing ball and I'm putting everything on the floor. So I'm gonna take what y'all ain't gotta give me.
That's a fact.
So
And
Trey, if you out there next year, man, run it up. Next year,
fact.
lead the league in scoring and assists. Run it up. Like, let them stop telling you what it is. You show them what it is.
And just for the record, I said I think he averaged 27 and 10 that year. It was actually 29 and 9. You don't average 29 and 9 and not make an all NBA team.
Yeah, I don't know what the disrespect is. But this as a sidebar, they got two more awards. We didn't go to the humanitarian award, the dude with the neatest locker. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna go all in. We ain't gonna go all in. We ain't gonna give you an award for the neatest locker. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving you that. But
Fact.
we'll go to the clutch player award goes to Jalen Brunson.
Of
We already
course.
knew that. And then the most improved is Dyson Daniels. So he got that. And then the award that doesn't matter, but I had to say it because it was on here. In-season tournament MVP.
yeah,
Giannis
what is that?
Antetokounmpo. Yeah,
What is that?
That's
yeah,
crazy because I just knew LeBron was gonna get that award.
yeah.
Every time they come up with a new award, I'm like, LeBron gonna get that. They just gonna keep throwing awards on them every season. So I was a
Yeah,
little surprised.
yeah, you can't pad your stats, bro. You can't stat it. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. And we still in the playoffs, and I'm just gonna say something. Shea has the opportunity. He's 6 games away from
Yeah.
being the league scorer, the MVP, winning a championship, and Finals MVP,
Yes.
which he could get 30 points. 30 points this season alone if he accomplished that.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it is guys that don't have 30 points that play 16 years.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
So in 1 year, his high could be great. But now I'm gonna turn it over to y'all and at GOAT Metrics. Is the playoffs going off? I'm gonna give it to you, B. What you want to talk about first with the playoffs?
Well, are we talking Knicks or like let's just get
Whatever you
right
want to
into
talk
it?
about. Whatever you want to talk about, bro.
Listen, it's nitty gritty time right now. It's we're in the doldrums. So this is the type of basketball that you play for pride. You know what I'm saying? Like you got yourself in a hole. You know what I'm saying? You get your guys together and be like, listen, this is wartime. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody get your man. There's no helping. Like this is what it is. So we there again. So we're gonna see the outcome. We're gonna see how the team responds. You know what I'm saying? That like this is not for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Benny, because I've been waiting for this. All right, I've been waiting for this, and I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. It's not about how the team responds. It's about how the coach responds. Okay, so I want to break down some regular season numbers to you just to show you why we are in the position that we are right now as New York Knicks. Okay, just for context, there's 450 active NBA players. 450. All right. It's 5 major statistical categories. In scoring, the New York Knicks have 2 of the top 15 scorers in the league. Out of 450 people, you got Jalen Brunson is number 8. You got Cat is number 13. Rebounds, the New York have 2 of the top 15 rebounders in the league. You got Cat number 2. You got Josh Hart number 13. All right. Assist. We have 2 of the top 25 assist guys in the league. You got Jalen Brunson number 8, Josh Hart number 22. Steals. 2 of the top 15 guys in the league in steals. Josh Hart number 9, OG number 12. All right. Blocks. 2 of the top 50 guys in blocks. You got OG and Cat. All right. But here's the problem. Minutes per game. The New York Knicks, 5 of the top 25 guys in the league in scoring. 2 of the top 5, 3 top 15. Okay. You got Josh Hart number 1, Bridges number 2, OG playing number 3, Jalen Brunson 17, and Cat number 25. And that is the problem because you are running these guys into the mud. Then when the fourth quarter gets here, they break down. This is why they can go up 17 in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, their lead just disappears. If you watched every New York game in this series or in this playoffs, third quarter, they go up. Fourth quarter, the team outscores them, but because they had such a large lead in the third quarter, they're able to maintain. The coach has got to figure out a way these other guys. You don't have Jalen Brunson on the bench and your team goes up by 17 and you put him in and your team goes down and loses the game. You have to figure out a way to play everybody and get everybody involved. In that first game, Cat was having probably one of the best games of his career, okay, on the offensive side. We know he doesn't play much defense, but you do not take out you do not cool him off. Jalen Brunson does not need to have 40 points every game.
Right.
You have to figure out a way to get these other guys involved. Bridges should not be playing 47 minutes.
Right.
He should not be playing that much time. Like, he's wearing these guys out. They're not going to make. This is why we have a better road record. Because it's sadly enough, on the road, we can rest because we're not partying. You know what I'm saying? But you got to figure out a way to get these other guys involved and get some valuable minutes. And that's what we're not doing. When you have six Indiana players in double figures, and I think they had 9 or 10 players on the board, then you go to the New York Knicks, and we got 3 players in double digits, and only 7 players on the board. We got to figure out how to get these other guys some valuable minutes, man. And that's what's killing New York right now.
Right. Yeah. Mikal Bridges played the most minutes.
Yeah.
And I keep saying if Bridges gives us 20, we'll win. But he gave us 20, but he gave us 20 in, like, I don't know, like 40 minutes or something. I don't know how many minutes he played. So that kind of kills that whole, theory there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I think he's gonna have to start. Towns with Robinson. He's scared to pull the trigger on it because it will mean Josh Hart to the bench.
Yeah.
But in reality, that was the way it was supposed to be. Robinson was supposed to be the starter center. Towns was going to play next to him because he already been through that because he played with Rudy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because of injuries, it didn't work out. So, you know what, Tom? You know what? You're right. The coach has to make adjustments, and he has to change shit up.
And I hate to say it because I've been so hard on this guy, but you're right. Robinson is the key. Robinson is the key because when Robinson was in the game, we out-rebounded them on the offensive boards, and we were able to get extra shots, and we go up. You take Robinson out, and you notice how the rebounding I'll give you that. I was always hard on Robinson, but I noticed that in that game, his rebounding was sorely missed, especially on the offensive side.
Right.
He really created shots on that offensive side for those guys. And I'm definitely going to give him that. I think that he is one of the major factors in this series.
Right. Because of the offensive rebounding. He was putting up ridiculous before he got hurt, he was putting up these numbers that he was on the offensive rebound side, he was out rebounding teams by himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So listen, Tibbs needs to pull the trigger a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Your job is on the line. Let's just be real about it. Your job is on the line. Pull the trigger on stuff. Stop being so conservative. You might have to switch up that starting lineup because we keep getting off to slow starts.
Nah, facts. That's a fact.
Yeah, let me jump in here, fellas, man. I was biting my tongue over here, biting my jaws. I didn't want to be like Molly. I didn't want to be like Molly and just bust in like, yo, we gotta do it. But Sam was going so hard, my nigga. I ain't supposed to be saying the N-word, but he was going so hard. I wanted to be like Stat Man. He would go or Fat Man. He was throwing them facts out there. So, but ultimately, at the end of the day, is what Seb said, is what B said. But at the end of the day, Thibodeau gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I said this before about the playoffs. I don't know if it was last episode. It's a chess match.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the other coach right now has a better strategy.
Yep.
He has not better pieces, but he's using all his pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right
Yes.
now, that's what's going on. Cause Seb texted me last night, and he was like, yo, put in what's his
PJ
name?
Tucker.
He was like, yo, put in PJ Tucker and then put in Kevin. I was like, who Kevin? He like, no, the ball boy. Like, he wanted somebody else. He was like, yo, we reaching right now. He like, yo, put in
Hey.
Kevin too. I seen Kevin stretching earlier. You know what I mean? But he got to realize we got more players right now. We got more players like a Chulo, whatever his name is. He's a big body. We don't have to use him for offense, but we need him to give Towns and Robinson a break. But we need to have
Yeah.
a rotation where we test them players out. He got to figure out a moment in the game to give the players a couple of minutes and see if they're productive or not. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
have to try different places. And I told Seb, I don't know if PJ Tucker is in shape. I don't know. Because he look a little brolic right now. So I don't know if
Listen,
he's in shape
I'm
because
all I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You want to throw PJ in the mix?
Throw
Listen,
him in the middle.
this is how you shake it up. You got to
Yeah.
sometimes in the series, it takes one player to shake it up. But you know what?
Yeah.
Throw in a Chua in there. You know what I'm saying? Because to tell you the truth, I've seen mad games. Siakam knows he can score on OG. I've
Yes.
seen it so many
Yes.
games.
Yes.
It's not even close. He knows they played together for a long time. They know each
Yes.
other's game, but he knows that he can score on him. So you know what?
Yes.
Switch it up. Throw in pressure. You know, a different body. You know, let him bang with
Mm-hmm.
him.
I ain't going to call no man Precious, all right? Never.
Hey,
I call him
You know what?
PO or whatever.
I was wondering if Precious some type of injury or something. Because we were big on Precious during the regular season. I don't know what's going on with the coach.
Nah,
Like I
they
feel like
shorten their roster.
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like I'm watching Brooklyn all over again when we were like, what's going on with DeAndre Jordan? Like what's happening? Like is he hurt? Like what's happening? I don't know.
Yeah. And when you fall out of favors of the coach, things just get like that. And you know, I was hard on the Lakers coach. What's his name?
JJ Redick.
I was disappointed in JJ Redick because you was complaining about your roster, but when you was winning, you wasn't complaining.
Oh yeah,
And
nah,
then
never.
when you made it to the playoffs, you stopped playing the big guy and you let Rudy get like 24 rebounds and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you gotta and just think last night during the game, right? So I watched the game here last night. I put a bigger TV up. You know, we got a little sponsor check. We got a sponsor check from one of the landscapers out here. I knew sponsors a landscaper guy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he brought us a TV, you know. But anyway,
Oh,
but I was looking at Rick Carlisle. He played a dude, the tall dude that they just signed. He put him in the playoff game because he's playing chess.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, he
It
is.
Yeah.
ain't, it ain't like the game. And I told y'all before, the game. Oh, my man Reggie Red said this too. He didn't know the words of it, but he said it, and I had to break it down to him. Like, yeah, it's a such thing called what got you here might not get you there.
Facts.
You have to
Facts.
adjust. So when we beat Boston, it ain't working against Indiana.
Facts.
So right now, we're going to have to make some adjustments for this series. It's called matchups, and for some odd reason, he's sticking with the same. That's why I say like JJ Redick. He's sticking with the same philosophy, the same
Right.
thing, and just running it out until we out the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to switch some things up. And sitting Carl Anthony Town in the fourth quarter that long is not it.
That's not it. That's not it.
Right. So
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, you got to play them together
I'm with
because Mitch brings a lot.
Yeah.
Like his presence brings a lot, and then we do need Town scoring. We need that
Yeah.
scoring. You
Yeah.
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? So
as a fan, we sitting there watching it and we like, hell, we 18 and Jalen Brunson is on the bench. This is working. This is
mhm,
working. And then
mhm,
you change it and we immediately go down. Like we start to lose that lead. And it's like, yo, you don't want to revert back to what we was doing?
right,
No, you just gonna let it play out. I couldn't believe it.
right.
Like
Yeah,
he
because
just let it play out for 5 minutes. And I'm
yeah,
like, what the hell?
like he
So
don't
I'm
know
with
how
you.
to. Yeah, maybe he got this thing about touching himself. Because because when you do a timeout, you have to touch yourself. You know what I
Right,
mean? And it's
right.
like he for some odd reason he didn't want to touch himself in game one. Game one was ridiculous.
Yo,
We made history in the worst way, and I was like, I'm calling timeout in my living room, like
right.
yo,
Shit.
like you ain't stopping the bleeding. And then when you go up 1 point. Like the coaching is ridiculous. When you go down 1 point, then you call a timeout. But now you letting the defense set up. So I didn't
Right.
even
Yes.
understand it. When you had 26 seconds left on the clock, you shoot within like 15 seconds. You know?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And you give yourself an opportunity if you miss to get a foul and then play a foul game. But you called
Hmm.
a timeout and for nothing because you didn't do nothing.
Yeah. You
When you
you
could have
just
just
let
kept it,
this get
yeah.
together.
Yeah, so you might as well just run it, call a play out. This was basketball. And me and my man was talking, maybe, because I ain't played basketball in like forever. I ain't played organized basketball in like 28 years. So I don't know what's going on with the new basketball. But I do know this. When we used to play basketball back in the days, we had a few plays that could get called from the sideline without calling a
Yes.
timeout, and everybody knew what it was.
Yes. Facts.
So I'm saying, why call a timeout there? Call the play. And the funny thing about it, you call a timeout to give it to Brunson like you did all game anyway. So what are we doing? What you call a timeout for?
Just to let Brunson know we sticking with you. We sticking
Right.
with the same format.
All you had to do is
Right.
Clearly,
like
that's
this.
why.
All you had to do is like this, run it.
Right.
Because that's what you've been doing. You know, run it. Like,
That's a fact.
hey,
That's a
but
fact.
anyway, now let me go. Let's go. Let's go to the other bracket real quick, right? What do y'all think about the OKC Minnesota series? I'm gonna let you go
I
first,
think
Seth.
I think OKC is doing exactly what they're supposed to do. I think that Denver was a little more of a difficult matchup for OKC, but I said it before, I don't think Minnesota has enough for OKC. That defense is different. And even like with a Julius Randle, I love Julius Randle, but you know, OKC has these big bodies. And
Mm,
Julius Randle don't want to bang the way he used to. Look at his scoring now. He's a lot more 15 footers, a lot more 3 pointers. He's not banging in the center like he is. And then you look at OKC and they got these big bodies, man. Like you look at Holgram, though he's real slim. This dude is 7'3" with a 9 foot wingspan. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they got those big bodies in the center. They're gonna be trouble. Like OKC is different right now. I think they might. I'm thinking they might do a gentleman's sweep on Minnesota.
Yeah.
mm. How you feel, B? Because B picked Minnesota. He
That's
said
right.
Ant-Man gonna be dancing. I don't know if he's doing a cabbage patch or what. What you was saying? What you was saying, B?
Um. Listen, I feel like they need to put Edwards in situations where he can take over the game. Um, like you said, OKC did what they did at home. Young team, usually young teams feed off the crowd, energy and all that stuff. Let's see what happens when we go to Minnesota if they can carry that same energy. Kind of doubt it, but Edwards is gonna have something to say. So Edwards is gonna have to like put his foot down and be like, "Yo, it's time for me to do what I got to do."
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all really what it is and what it winds down to, right? Um, What Seth said earlier is the Denver series made them dudes battle tested. Golden State, with Curry, they looked it good.
Oh yeah,
Without Curry, it was like a slap box.
yeah.
Right.
It wasn't a
Right.
fight.
Right.
And Minnesota put their will on the old guys. It's like when we played basketball, right? And when we really was playing basketball, like organized basketball, and it was older guys on the court. They
Mm-hmm.
might have been better than us before, but we more athletic. We got
Mm-hmm.
more wind. We can outlast these older guys.
Right.
Sometimes they can make it a competitive game. So right now, Minnesota dominated two old teams.
Mm-hmm.
Even though both teams got a mixture of older, younger, but ultimately older teams. And right now they get a dose of their own. They look in the mirror. And these guys is just
Right.
better.
Yeah.
Like Shea is better than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Regardless of how we want to look at it. Ant-Man might be more athletic,
Right.
and he ain't even got moves. Ant-Man could do some things, but
Mm-hmm.
Shea is just so consistently smooth.
Yeah.
He's kind of like ASAP Rocky with sneakers.
Damn, you went to ASAP Rocky.
I mean, we all know ASAP be in them commercials, man. I'm thinking like ASAP, he from Harlem, but
Blanco.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like ASAP Rocky. I mean, he got Rihanna. He on a different level, man.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky be in commercial. I forgot he rapped. I'd be like,
That's
yo,
right.
look at this.
I thought he
You know,
was
so
Shout
just
out to
getting his
ASAP
boyfriend.
Rocky.
yeah. So that's what Shea looks like to me. He's so smooth, and his whole demeanor is just different. And then
Mm-hmm.
I heard like give you credit for that. We talk about how much Chris Paul helped them out. It,
Oh
it
yeah.
came out recently, like really how Chris Paul is like a friend to him, a mentor. Tell him
Mm-hmm.
so. It makes sense now. And then I seen a thing where Sam Cassell was talking about Shea, but like his transition from going from 10 points to 19 points to 20,
Mm-hmm.
like the growth in him once they said, this is your ball. Like here,
Yeah.
you get the ball. You
Mm-hmm.
do what it is with it. And Shea grown. Now Shea is what it is. I think these last 3 years he averaged 30.
Yeah.
These last 3 years he averaged 30. So Shea is definitely doing what it is to do,
And you know what I love about OKC too? You watch these guys, they'll win a game. Shake will have 38 points. And they'll be like, Shake, man, you had such a great game. And he'll be like, yeah, I did. But these two guys right here, man, and they if it wasn't for them this game, like they big up their teammates so much that
Yeah.
they believe in each other. Like, and that's big when you see Holmgren catching lobs from Hartenstein. Like, well, these dudes really believe in each other, man. Like, it's a
Yeah.
different world. Like, and they look good. They do. I'm scared of OKC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that both teams, but I mean, I'm not happy that the New York team because we should have had our two on our floor or even split.
Right.
Going to this is a little different. And Ben, me and Ben was talking the other night, and I was like, yeah, I was starting to be like the other guys, like start thinking about what we need to do for next year. The series is still going on. The series is
Right.
still going on. I'm thinking about, yeah, because all we need is, you know what I mean? I'm thinking
Right.
about next
Right.
year already,
Right.
and it's unfortunate because all you got to get is that first win. But the
Yeah.
only thing that I'm not confident in Thibodeau's adjustment because I
Yeah.
already know what I'm gonna get out of the players.
That's
I
right.
already know what I'm gonna get out of the players.
He has
I
to
just
adjust.
gotta, yeah. And what me and Ben was talking about was starting putting Josh Hart on the bench and
Right.
and I didn't tell us to bench, but if you're gonna do that, the first guy that need to go to the bench is OG.
Mm,
OG need to go to the bench at the 6 minute mark.
Mm.
And then when he come back, when we start the second quarter, OG starts.
right.
So
I
while
got you.
Brunson is out, when Brunson is out, Josh Hart is in. So we kind of like crossing over because we can't lose that much defense.
Right.
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 And
I
then we're gonna have to
understand.
figure out how to sprinkle Bridges, because right now Bridges is one of the players like OG. I really ain't seen him create his own shot that much,
Right.
but Bridges can.
Yes.
Bridges and Brunson could actually create their shot off the dribble, going
That's,
either
that's a
way,
fact.
So therefore, Bridges gonna have to get that rest going into the fourth. We're gonna have to figure out who to bring in, and you're gonna have to steal some minutes, like you said with PJ Tucker. We have to figure out how to steal some minutes from different players.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's 2
Right.
minutes at a time, two minutes, all right. Timeout, foul, get him out. Like we
Yeah.
just stole some minutes. You're
Definitely.
gonna have to figure out how to steal some minutes.
No,
You
I
know,
agree. You
yeah,
can keep
Yeah.
going. I was just saying, I agree with you 100%.
yeah,
And,
because
and
with
you know, it's
Indiana,
a reason that 6 man of the year is a thing. It's a reason we have that award. You know what I'm saying? Because you need that spark off the bench. Let
Yeah.
Josh Hart be that spark off the bench.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think, and that's the way the team was designed. The team was designed for Robinson to start and Towns to be the power forward,
Mhm.
stretch four type of
Yeah.
thing. And Josh Hart was supposed to come off the bench. So if that was the design, he don't want to pull the plug and be like, all right, let's just go with that because that was the original blueprint. But he don't
Yeah.
want to do it. He don't want to
I
do
don't
it.
know why. I don't
yeah.
know why.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, it's real different. I'm gonna say something that's real petty. And my dude Chris, we was talking, right? Yeah, I ain't been petty in a minute. But me and him was talking, right? And he was like, yo, we was talking about LeBron. We was talking about basketball in general, right? And then, most of the time somebody talk about LeBron, we put Mike in it, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, you a LeBron hater. He was, because I was winning. I was winning the argument. So he tried to attack my character, right? He's like, yo, you such a Mike, you so much a Mike lover. No, he's like, you a Mike lover. You a Mike lover. And I was like, yo, I said because we was arguing about LeBron beating when he said in the bubble by me. No, it wasn't the bubble. No, by him being in beating Golden State, which they had the best record, that made him the greatest player ever. Y'all faces is I done moved y'all or something. I was like,
Yeah, like, whoa.
nah, but he said that. He said that before. Like, pull it up and Google it. LeBron saying that's when he became the greatest player because he beat the greatest team.
Right. He said that though.
I'm
Yeah.
saying though, there's a lot of great teams. Mike beat a lot of great teams.
Yeah, but that wasn't even, I didn't even go with Mike's resume. I said, check this out. I said, so if one series matter, if one championship matter, because you beat them once, how do you think they feel because they beat you 3 times?
Yeah. Facts.
That's he was like, yo, you a Mike lover. He gonna be like, he can't. That's one thing I love about when you have a show or whatever. Because what you say matter when they not here. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So he gonna be like, nah, I ain't saying it like that. That's how I heard it. You know what I mean?
That's how we hearing it.
Yeah. So, and I was just getting on him. I said, I've never heard a star in the NBA say they're the greatest, why they still playing, and even argue why they are the greatest.
Right.
It's a difference. You let your play on a court speak for When you
Right.
gotta debate yourself why you're the greatest,
Right.
and it ain't like somebody ain't come to you and say, yo, you ain't the greatest. And you like, nah, I'm the greatest because I did. But it's like, who cares, bro? Like, at the
Facts.
end of the day, your numbers and what you accomplish gonna do. That's for their argument. You go and you talk with your game.
Right.
But now we're in the
Right.
era where guys want to be the media
Yeah.
and the player. And they get
Right.
mad when you give the media something to talk about.
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
I'm just in my bag right now. That's Chris. So I'm gonna send this little clip to Chris. You know, lifeline in his bag. You heard me? Like,
That's
don't
what's
you?
up.
I don't want to hear nobody saying they the best and nothing. Why you still playing? Nah, I'm just messing
Facts.
with you. I'm just messing with you. But what's good? What y'all got going on, man? We wasn't gonna do a show this week because I felt like it was a holiday weekend, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I felt like
Right.
everybody was gonna be doing their ones and twos. So I was gonna actually do the award show by myself.
Mm.
I was just
That's
gonna
what's
go and I don't know how it would have been, but I was gonna pull a little stuff out, just to keep the episode going for the week. But then when Ben was like, nah, I got some shit to talk. Some shit to talk. He wasn't feeling the Knicks, man.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, man, I'm battle tested with this Nick stuff. So, like, again, so now we go right into routine. So we're in the situation. We've been in this situation millions of times. Okay, what's next? Win the fucking next game, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? All out, play for pride. You know what I'm saying? Play for pride.
Every time we've been in this situation, did we win? Like, how did we come out of it?
I said
Because
that
that's
earlier.
the problem.
I said that earlier to him, son. I said that.
Well, I remember a series, and I can't even know the team that we were playing, and it was just like this. We dropped the first two games at home, went on the other team, and beat them the two games over there. So it's been done before. I forgot who it was. I forgot what was the
Okay.
team it was. So I've
Hey,
seen this before.
I hope so.
You sure it was the Knicks?
Yeah.
Now, you sure it was the Knicks? Because that sounded like that might have been Miami. I think you're thinking about Miami.
It could have been Miami we was playing against.
Nah, I'm messing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, B, take the seeds out of it. You know what I
Hey.
mean? Take the seeds out of it. You gotta, like my mother, when she used to smoke, she used to have a thing and knocking the seeds out of the joint before they, you know what I mean?
They don't do that no more. Life, it ain't no seeds no more.
Well, if ain't no seeds, that mean they ain't grow.
That is right.
I don't know. But check it out, though. I want the Knicks to win. I want the Knicks to pull up. I want the Knicks to make this a competitive game. I have confidence in my team. I just don't have confidence in the scheme.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing, Nas. I see what you're doing over there.
Always bringing in the rhymes. I like that.
Yeah. But I'm just being real with you. If I felt like we had a strategy, we had a system, we had a coach that was making great adjustments, like nothing. All we gotta do is get one. Fuck Knicks in 6. Get one.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
I don't know what happened to Seth. He done clocked out, B.
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, son. But we get ready to get out of here anyway, man. This was Go Metrics number 22.
Wait, hold on. What? Am I not on the screen?
Oh, you definitely not. I don't know if you was.
I'm like, wait, you like, what happened to Sav? I'm like, what happened to me? I felt like I was in a ghost movie just now. I was like, I'm here, life.
I mean, you not. We can hear you, but
man.
Your camera done left, bro. So I mean, I'm cool. I know how had midday masturbation be. Like sometimes when you schedule, you gotta stick to your schedule. You feel me? Just
That's a
when you
fact.
get to that,
That's a
when you get
fact.
to that peak, just turn your mic off for us. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
it's
We
a
don't want to
it's a
hear that.
family show, so I can't even discuss it, because Go Metrics for the kids, baby. Go Metrics, we a family show.
We are not for the kids. We are not for the kids. As many M bombs and shits and all that we done dropped on this show. We are not for the kids. If you let your kids
Listen,
watch Gold Metro, what you
I
say,
try.
B?
I try to be PG-13, man, but sometimes I get caught in the
Yes.
moment.
Because I promise you, we're gonna make a pact. Because I don't really care about the curses. I'm cool with the curses. Um, we're gonna put a $5 N-word jar. And I think I'm the only person that said the N-word.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nigga. I mean, I was
Yeah.
Ah,
So episode 23, if anybody say the N-word, because I don't want to say it, bro. I do not want to say it, but I get in my feeling and then I'm comfortable. Like, man, I ain't at work or nothing like that. I'm comfortable. This our own situation. So therefore I be myself. And my man Reggie Reg, my man Quick, right? He said, he might be bullshitting me or whatever. But he said, out of the shows he watched. Of course, he don't watch all the shows, but he said Cameron and May show is his number one show, and he said we his second. And I forgot who his third show is. And then we was talking, right? Because I told him like Cam curse a lot, right? And he was like, nah, but he said, yo, the N-word is my favorite word, B. He said, this is my man Reggie, my man Quick. He's like, yo, the N-word is my favorite word. He
hey,
said, so I respect Cam that he still be to himself and this, that, and the other. I said, yeah, but bro, I don't want to curse like that because I realized every word ain't for every room.
that's right.
And I know the
right.
N-word is not for this room.
Yeah,
But I feel comfortable. Sometimes I get comfortable. And when I'm talking about certain things, it seems fitting. And it be a slip
fact.
of the lip because I don't feel restricted. When I'm at work or certain things I'm doing in certain rooms, I know I'm in that room. Right
Facts.
now, I get comfortable because it's amongst us, but not realizing I have to air it. And the funny thing about it, I can't cut it out.
That's a fact. See, I got
But
I
then,
got so many like where I live at, I'm surrounded by like Caucasian neighbors, so I try to whisper it. Like I don't want them to be too comfortable. Like I be like, nigga, they be like, yeah, nigga. I be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna tell you, my neighbors, both of my neighbors, when I first moved into my spot, both my left and the right of me, they was white. And then I had to catch myself one time, right? Like I'm out there. I think I was smoking at the time or what. I'm out there smoking. I'm on my little back patio and stuff, right? Just on the phone, one of my dudes. I'm drinking and smoking on the bag, going in and N-word at the N-word, right? Then I heard them open the patio and walk in the house. I was like, I felt so embarrassed, so I don't even talk on the phone. I'm outside no more.
Right. No,
You
let
know
me
what I'm
let me
saying?
tell you something. Because my favorite word used to be the B word.
Okay.
And I got a cousin, my cousin Tut, and he a wild boy. But one day I said the B word, and he got upset because I said it about an older black female, and he wanted to correct me. So I was like, "Oh, this bitch," and he was like, "Yo, this bitch been through too much for you to be calling her a bitch like that." I was like, "Yo."
Hey, yeah.
Word.
It get real, man.
Oh yeah.
And to my defense, right? To my defense, I curse more than the average person because I think I'm like low-key a comedian.
Oh yeah,
And
we know.
and it makes the jokes better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say, yo, hand me that peanut butter and jelly. Yo, hand me that motherfucking peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? Just the MF
You
just
gotta
made it,
you
In
gotta get your
context, it was
point
a lot
across.
funny.
You
That's
gotta
right.
get. Sometimes I curse just to get my point across.
That's
Right?
right.
And
That's
that's a
right.
fact. and that's a fact.
That's right.
But that's
That's
what's up,
right.
man. This was a good episode, and we you know the beautiful thing about this, we started this podcast came from a thought to a couple of purchases to a couple of actions, and now I'm happy to say I'm with my two favorite guys to talk sports with, and I'm having a
Definitely.
great time, man. I appreciate y'all, man, joining the show
Oh
and
yeah.
just sharing it. And I'm even enjoying that y'all love it as much as I'm loving it.
Oh yeah. I could be anywhere else in the world, but I'd rather
Yeah,
be here with y'all
that's
all
a
day.
fact. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my nephew for our intro song. Mako the General, they hating. Love the song, baby.
That's
Gold
what's up.
metrics number 22. Titles is earned and awards is given. Let's get it. I'll at you. Peace.
That's right. Knicks and
Hey,
6, baby.
Get
Knicks and
one, nigga.
6. We
Get
gonna
one,
do
nigga.
it.
We won.
Get one. Get one.
Yeah. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Close your mouth. You can save it without a doubt. You won't claim it. You is a slouch. Live in your mom basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining. Stop back chasing. Can't wait for it. You gotta take it.